Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome from Charlotte, North Carolina. My name is Max Wallace. I'm the president of Hackerspace Charlotte, and I wanted to give you a brief tour of our facility and give you an introduction to what we're doing for Element 14's Great Global Hackerspace Challenge. First of all, welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, the home of NASCAR, Western Carolina style barbecue, and I can tell you everybody drives like the home of NASCAR. Over here we have some of our computer and facility areas. We have basic electronics and pretty much a shelf full of projects. We have some very cool stuff happening here. We'll get back to that in a minute. Over here is our home-built CNC machine. Very slick, very stylish. This is our pile of everything that's free to gut. I believe every hackerspace has one of these, as well as the yellow and black spray-painted danger pole with the bucket of tools on it. This is our basic electronics workbench where you can pretty much do, well, whatever you feel like doing. It's not going to set the place on fire. Over here is another CNC build. This is going to be a 30 by 30 table when it gets finished, and it's also really awesome. And then this is also our heavy woodworking / machine shop thing over here. Over to the right here is our basic workbench of hand tools, and then a very special treat, since it's a hackerspace and things are going on, we're also having homebrew night at the very same time. So feel free to stop by in 2 or 3 weeks for Amber Ale?
English Pale Ale. English Pale Ale.
English Pale Ale. I love it. This is some trash over here. We're going to fast forward past that part. And then this is our computer lab containing our ESXi server and 4 terabytes of storage. Also our 15 megabyte interconnection up and a big red door. By the way, t-shirts are available. They're $20 a piece. So that's kind of our hackerspace. And before I get much further, our last entry to the Global Hut Cupcake Challenge, I wanted to show you our primary tester, which is 50 grams of iron filings baked into a cupcake. It's been up there for about a month and a half now, and if you really check out, it's starting to rust. So, without any further ado, let me swing it over to Acklin, who's going to give you the breakdown of what we're doing for Element 14's Great Global Hackerspace Challenge.
All right, well,
Go!
We wanted to take a very literal approach on how we can use a microprocessor and use a portable power supply. And we thought that it would be really good if we could use electronics to teach electronics. And so we came up with the idea of creating an electronic project kit that teachers can use in a classroom in a large-scale environment to demonstrate to a lot of people at once how to build simple electronics and how you can use those simple electronics to build bigger, more complicated electronics. So the concept of, how do you go from this into something a little more complicated like this? And then what can you do once you get there? And so the idea that we're going to go with is we're going to take and make your basic felt board out of pieces of felt. We're going to attach our simple electronic components to it, and then we're going to put them on another larger felt board and build out electronic circuits. We're going to start with very simple things, little buzzers and lights to teach the concepts of current, resistance, power, and those basic fundamentals of electronics. We'll build into diodes and transistors, get them into radios possibly, some digital logic, and then bring them on over into the microprocessor world. We like the idea of being able to do it on a whiteboard or on a felt board. If it's on a whiteboard, we can do it with magnets. It can stick. You can write notes around it and discuss right on the board. If it's on felt, it's a little more portable. You can sort of roll that up, take it with you, or you don't even need that piece. You can just have little pieces of all your components. The magnets will be how we'll make the electrical connections at various levels. It's very portable, it's DIY friendly. If teachers need to make these components on their own, they'll be able to do it. We'll do it here, put the kits together, but it's certainly something that people can extend on their own. We can make this age appropriate for the various age groups that we want to target. So we can have simpler components that deal with different analogies to introduce them to electronics components, or we can make it a little more complicated, a little more advanced. And of course we want to get them up to the microprocessors, and we can use the microprocessor all along the way to help us drive these electronic circuits. And so that's what we're going to try and do for this Element 14 Hacker Challenge, and we hope you have a lot of fun. We hope you guys enjoy it too.